Innis Gunn, Tropic Like It's Hot.
Life is too short to be drinking shitty beer.
Welcome to another edition of Banter Bikes and Booze Reviews. The sun is over the yard arm, which means it's time for a beer. And a beer today is Innis Gunn Tropic Like It's Hot Passion Fruit Pale Ale. I was out and about in Aldi today and I saw quite a few beers they had on offer. A fair bit of stuff from the Williams brothers. They had their own brand, which I'm going to avoid. I'm not going to review it. If you want to go and watch a review of it, there's other channels that will do that. I'm not going to do it because it's just going to be a fucking rant. And I swear too much, and I'm trying not to swear too much because little snowflakes get offended when I swear. And I've had a couple of private messages saying, can you tone down the swearing? I told them to fuck off. But there you go. Anyway, let's get back to the beer. Right, this is a can of Innis Gunn Tropic Like It's Hot. Hop. Now, as I say, this come from Aldi. They're doing two of theirs. I've got another one of theirs downstairs, and they've got some stuff from the Williams brothers. I've got that downstairs as well. I'm not going to review their other stuff. It's just fucking pointless. Pointless toot that's been brewed by Shepherd Lean from the sweepings off the floor. So if you want to go and see that, a review of what Aldi are doing, fill your boats. I think the Real Ale Craft Beer channel's doing that. He'll tell you what it's like, and he ain't too impressed either. I'm not going to do it because I've tried some of their stuff before, and it is absolute pony, and I don't want to just shout and scream on here. On YouTube, right, Innis Gunn, as you know, from Scotland, they do some good beers. They do their oak or their barrel-aged beers. They do their barrel-aged beers, which are really nice. They do a lager, which is very average, and they do a Innis Gunn gunpowder pale ale. Didn't think much of that. IPA, sorry, which I didn't think much of that either, to be honest. Very average. This I've got high hopes for. They seem to do well when they put a little twist on their beers, and as I say, the barrel aged stuff is really good. I really like that. Hoping this is going to be good. Let's get it open and see what's in the can. Right, just before we get it open, this is a 330ml can. This is a 4.4% ABV beer. It is a pale ale, according to them, a passion fruit pale ale. It's got on the side, this is a cheeky little number. Fuck, I hate people that say that. Do you fancy a cheeky beer? Do you fancy a cheeky smack in the mouth? This cheeky little number is bursting with refreshing exotic fruit flavours, combining spiky mosaic and citra hops with juicy passion fruit. So they've added passion fruit. Okay. We've brewed a pale ale that's brimming with tropical character. Find more about Innis Gunn, blah, blah, blah. There you go. That's all you're going to get off the can. Let's get it open and see what's going on. Now, I'm wondering whether this... They didn't make it too clear, but it looks like they've flavoured this with passion fruit, which... it's cheating a little bit, I think, but there you go. On the nose, out of the can. Very sweet. Very sweet passion fruit. And a touch of... Yeah, them citra hops are coming through slightly, but it seems to be all passion fruit. And I'm hoping that's not going to kill the flavour of the mosaic and the citra hops, because that'd be a real shame if it did. There it is going in the glass. There is going to be some bubbles sticking to the side because the dishwasher's playing up again. One day I will take a hammer to that. I'll do a Basil 40 on it when he trashed lumps out of his motor. Here it is in the can. There it is out of the can in the glass. It is a stark straw colour. Lots of carbonation, one finger head, on the nose. I'll get more of that Citra hops now. Yeah. And the mosaic. There is a touch of passion fruit, but there's grapefruit on there as well that I'm getting. And that's promising. This ties in with what I was saying earlier about the Aldi stuff. I did try one of their offerings. It was an orange infused IPA, and it was called Twisted Knots, I think. And all they did, they'd got a shit, I don't know what it was, an ale of some description with really cheap malt, and they just poured some concentrated orange juice into it. And I thought, well, if that constitutes one of your orangey IPAs, you can fuck off. I ain't reviewing it. I'm not going to review it. I'll be like Hitler at the end of Downfall. Anyway, let's get it down the hatch. Cheers. Okay. Well, I'm not getting much of the passion fruit on there. It's more grapefruit and biscuit malt, which is good. I mean, I think that ties in with like a modern craft brewed pale ale. Fucking fly in the glass, look. Jesus. That ties in with a modern craft brewed pale ale, as I say, but I was expecting a little touch more sweetness on that. You know, if they're going to call it passion fruit, it should be a touch sweeter, maybe. But it's not bad. The mouthfeel on it is quite... There's a lot of carbonation on it, and you do get that in the mouth, and it's slightly obtrusive, but it's not the worst. I've had a lot worse than that. There's some biscuit malt on the end of it, and the Citra hops do come through on there. That's where the grapefruit, the bitter grapefruit, is coming through. And I do like Citra hops. I love any beer with Citra hops if it's done right. This isn't too bad, actually. The mosaic is a good choice as well, because you find that in a lot of pale ales. That's very strong. You get a lot of citrus fruit from mosaic, and it does add bitter into it as well. Nice aromas from it too, and they put that in there. So that is a good choice of hops, so we'll give them that. It's just the passion fruit isn't really shining through, which, to be honest, is probably a good thing, I think, because this tastes natural. It tastes like a reasonably good pale ale. It's not just some pale ale that they've brewed and then thrown a load of passion fruit in after, which, to be honest, if you look at what they're saying on the side, it says combining spiky mosaic and citra hops with juicy passion fruit. So to me that sort of implies that they've put it in there, which could have ruined it, but it doesn't. It tastes all natural. The mosaic hops come through on this quite well too. I really like that. That's quite nice. As pale ales go, and it was cheap. That was under £2. That was, which I think is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, quite impressive. Nice biscuit malt on the end of it as well, which you'd sort of expect from a pale ale. Yeah, not bad. So what's the verdict? Well, this was cheap. It was under £2. Innis Gunn are not a bad brewery. They do some good ones, and they do some average ones. I've not had a bad one from them, put it that way. The average ones, the lager I thought was average, and the IPA, I don't even know why they bothered with that. Their barrel aged ones are real standout beers though. They're really good. I'd check them out if I was you, because they use the bourbon barrels and the other ones as well. What's the other one? Is it rum? I think it is. Or yeah, rum, I think. And they're really good. And this stands up. Yeah, it's not bad at all. Quite impressed. I'd give that I'd give that a 7 out of 10. It's quite light, refreshing, goes down nice. Plenty of tropical fruit, plenty of biscuit malt on the back end. Yeah, no problems at all with that. 7 out of 10. Recommended. Get yourself down Aldi and get some of them. I've got, I think it's mango is the other one that they've flavoured their other one with, so that'll be interesting as well. So I'm going to review that one next. But this one, not bad. 7 out of 10. Recommended. And remember, beer is working class champagne.